Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Tuesday, June 10th. We have some new series kicking off today. We have 15 games in total. Everyone's going to be playing today. It's going to be some fun games. We're starting to get deeper into the season, so these games are starting to mean a lot more. Right now, we're going to do our predictions for our games today. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? What the final score will be? And we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, though, first things first, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, do you agree, disagree, let me know down in the comments. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below, click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it as always. But we go over every game, every day, this entire season. We're breaking down all the matchups, and once the football season starts, NFL, college football, we'll also be doing our predictions, our best bets for every game, every week during the football season. So if you're a sports fan, guys, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. But let's not waste any more time. We have 15 games, so let's get started looking at these matchups. And guys, our very first matchup's actually kind of a hard one to call. It's 6:35 p.m. We have the 43-24 Detroit Tigers. Right now, what a start to the season for the team. First place in the AL Central, one of the deepest, most competitive divisions in the Major League Baseball right now. Tigers, their offense is leading the way, and they also have a top 5 overall pitching team. They'll be facing off first the 26-38 Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles, very questionable when it comes to pitching, but one thing that they have to do going for them is they do hit a lot of home runs, so the long ball could potentially keep them in this game. Right now, the Orioles at home, a 45.1% chance to win this game. The Tigers, a 54.9%. Detroit is 1.5-run favorites. The over-under here is 8.5. You have the Tigers right now. They are -130. Baltimore's +110. The Tigers are averaging 4.9 runs per game. 250 average, 76 home runs, 24 steals, giving up 3.15 runs per game. Props to them with that pitching staff. The Orioles right now, 3.8 runs a game, 238 average, 70 home runs, 46 steals, but they are giving up 5.09 runs per game. Will them being at home be able to benefit that pitching staff in any way whatsoever? Right now, the Orioles, they have Cade Povich going 1-4 record, a 5.11 ERA, 56.1 innings, 58 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher, but overall, you got to keep the runners off base here versus this Tigers offense. They have Sawyer, Gibson, Long right now going for the Tigers. He's in his second season. Very, very small sample size so far this year. 0-0 record, 7.36 ERA, which is awful, but it's only been 3.2 innings, 3 strikeouts right now, 1 walk, no home runs. So we haven't seen that much of him. His arm is just a little rusty right now. But if this game becomes a bullpen game, I trust the Tigers' bullpen a lot more than the Orioles there because their bullpen is even worse than their starting pitching. But this is a very iffy game. With a pitcher we haven't seen too much, I'm still going to go Tigers winning. I'm going to go with them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. And our second game is going to be at 6:40 p.m. We have the 24-39 Miami Marlins. The season got away from this team really quick. Obviously, they got swept by the Rockies last week. That is pretty bad. That is bottom of the barrel right there. They'll be facing off here versus the 26-40 Pittsburgh Pirates, who have actually been, a somewhat competitive team in the last 2 weeks, mainly because of their pitching. They don't score very many runs in any way whatsoever. Bottom 3 overall offense, but the pitching will keep them in these games and make it competitive. Right now, the fans are loving Pittsburgh. 61.7% chance to win this game. The Marlins a 38.3. However, the Marlins are the Vegas favorites, 1.5-run favorites. The over here is 7.5. You have Miami coming into this game. Right now, they are -102. Pittsburgh is -120. Pretty interesting numbers. The fans are overwhelmingly going Pittsburgh, but Vegas is going the other way. Right now, the Marlins, they're not struggling on offense per se, but they are completely struggling with their pitching staff. Starting rotation's been bad. The bullpen's been bad. Right now, they're averaging 4.1 runs a game. 249 average, 54 home runs, 50 steals. So at least they're a very balanced offense, but they are giving up 5.03 runs per game. Pittsburgh, they're averaging a lowly 3.2 runs a game, 227 average, 46 home runs, 62 steals. They are aggressive on the bases. They have to find some type of way to generate runs, and they're giving up 3.84 runs per game, which is top 10 in baseball. Looking at our pitching, this game should be solidly Miami. Sandy Alcantara, but he has been completely off since coming back from his injury. He's a Cy Young pitcher, but this season, just awful numbers. There's really been no bright spot. He's a veteran. At some point, if you're a baseball fan, you are hoping for this guy to come back, turn it back on, but it just hasn't happened yet. 2-7 record, 7.89 ERA, 57 innings, 44 strikeouts, 30 walks in 57 innings, 60 hits. He's just putting a lot of guys on base here. And then the Pirates have Mitch Keller going 1-8 record, 4.13 ERA, 76.1 innings, 61 strikeouts, but only 5 home runs given up. So he is keeping the ball in the ballpark. I'm going to go with the Pirates. Unless Sandy Alcantara reemerges as his old self, I'm going to go Pirates winning this one, going with the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And then at 6:40 p.m., we have the 33-33 Cincinnati Reds, back to 500 right now. The offense has been up and down throughout the entire season. Maybe they're starting to trek their way back up right now. One thing they've been able to count on has been really good pitching since opening day. They'll be going up against the 34-30 Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians right now third place in the AL Central, one of the best divisions in baseball. And this is a team with their offense, with their pitching. They can make a lot of these games competitive. The Guardians 43.1% chance to win this game. The Reds a 56.9%. Cincinnati 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. The Reds are -105. The Guardians are -115. But I'll call this like it is. This is a very competitive matchup. Both of these teams, you can make a case for either one of these to win this game. Right now, the Reds are averaging 4.6 runs a game, 244 average, 71 home runs, 57 steals, giving up 3.71 runs per game. And for the Guardians, are averaging 3.9 runs a game. The offense hasn't necessarily been playing the best the last 2 weeks. They're hitting 234, 66 home runs, 50 steals, getting up 3.95 runs a game. And right now, the Guardians, they have Cincinnati going 1-2 record, a 4.87 ERA, 20.1 innings, 20 strikeouts. And right now, you have Andrew Abbott, career 3.55 ERA. So far this season, you cannot complain about this start to the season. 5-1 record, a 2.18 ERA. 53.2 innings, 59 strikeouts. Right now, only 19 walks in 12 games. He's having a good start. Some might say that he's due to get shelled, but it hasn't happened so far. They are on the road, though. But I'm going to go with Abbott. I'm going to go with the Reds. I have the Reds winning this one, covering the spread, but I'm going to go with the under here, lower scoring game. And this next game's a really fun one to me. This game's a 50-50 pick'em. You could see this one going either way. It's two really good teams, two really talented lineups. We're going to have at 6:45 p.m. the 40-25 Chicago Cubs, first place in the NL Central versus the 37-28 Philadelphia Phillies, second place in the NL East. Not the best last week for them. Obviously, getting swept never helps. They got to get things back on track here. When you look at this offensive roster, it is loaded. Schwarber, 20 home runs. Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, a lot of weapons there. And to me, when fully healthy, they do have the deepest pitching staff in baseball, but it just hasn't been healthy yet this season. Right now, the Phillies at home, 47.1% chance to win this game. The Cubs, a 52.9% chance on the road. Just a slight favorite by the fans. And with Vegas, the Cubs, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. Chicago's even. Philadelphia is -120. Like I said, you can make a very, very strong case for either one of these teams to win if they're both due for a strong win. Right now, the Cubs, everything hinges around that offense. One of the best offenses in baseball. They have power. They have speed. They have average. In the last month, they've had really good pitching as well. Right now, they're averaging 5.6 runs a game, hitting 259, 88 home runs, that's top 5, 82 steals, that's top 5, and they're only giving up 3.67 runs per game. You can take that pitching with you on the road. Right now, the Phillies are averaging 4.6 runs a game, hitting 250, 68 home runs, 59 steals, getting up 4.01 runs per game. Phillies have Mick Abel going rookie, 1-0 record, .79 ERA, but only 11.1 innings so far, 11 strikeouts. Has yet to give up a walk or home run, so far, solid start to his career. And Colin Ria going for the Cubs, 4-2 record, 3.59 ERA, 57.2 innings, 43 strikeouts. He gives up a lot of hits right now, 61 hits, but only 8 home runs in 12 games. He's probably due to get shelled here, but I got to go with the veteran. I have the Cubs winning this one on the road, covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. And then at 7:10 p.m., we have a AL East versus AL East matchup. We have the 35-30 Tampa Bay Rays. What a last month for this team. They've gotten the offense going. They've had great pitching so far, good starting pitching, as well as really good bullpen play. They'll be facing off first the 32-35 Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox, a very difficult team to beat at home at Fenway Stadium, which is usually really rough for the road team. But as of right now, the Red Sox, they're starting to give up a little more runs, but at least they have an offense to back it up. They're hitting a lot of home runs. Right now, the Rays, 54.9% chance to win this game. The Red Sox, a 45.1. Tampa Bay, 1.5 run favorites here on the road. 9.5 over-under. The Rays are -115. The Red Sox are -115 as well. Right now, the Rays offense are averaging 4.4 runs a game, 246 average, 70 home runs, a lot of power, 90 steals. This team excels at playing small ball. They know how to use the talent on their roster the best, and they're only giving up 3.49 runs per game. For Boston, they have a pretty good offense, 4.8 runs a game, 254 average, 78 home runs, 57 steals, giving up 4.09 runs per game. The Red Sox have Lucas Giolito going, not the same guy that he was, back in 2019, 2020. Not the best start so far, but he's had a rocky last couple years, but still a young pitcher. 101 record, a 6.42 ERA. He got shelled his last game, gave up like 7 or 8 runs, so he's probably due for a more respectable start right now. 33.2 innings, 27 strikeouts, 44 hits in 33 innings, putting way too many guys on base here, especially versus the aggressive Rays. And the Rays have Rapaport going career 3.33 ERA so far this season, right along with his career average, 3-5 record, 3.2 ERA, 76 innings, 64 strikeouts. Right now, 64 hits in 76 innings. He can bring that with them on the road. I had the Red Sox winning. I did change my mind. I went back to the Rays, pulling off the win here, winning this one, going with them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the under this game, lower scoring game. And it's 7:10 p.m., an NL East versus NL East matchup. This game is actually a lot closer than the way it looks. We have the 30-35 Washington Nationals. Yes, they're 5 games under 500, but they're actually a very scrappy team, very competitive team with a lot of very, very close losses. But they're facing off first the team that leads baseball and wins, the 42-24 New York Mets, first place in the NL East. Right now, the Mets, their offense may be starting to get hot right now. Soto, he has 3 or 4 games in the last couple games with 2 to 3 hits per game. He's starting to get that bat hot, 1 through 3. Lindor, Soto, Alonso, that's great. And if they can get 4 through 9 going, that's a deadly lineup. Right now, the Mets a 56.9% chance to win this game. The Nationals a 43.1%. New York, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. The Nationals are plus 140. The Mets are minus 165. Right now, the Nationals, they don't have the best pitching by any means whatsoever, but at least they have an offense that can make these games competitive. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 239, 63 home runs, 57 steals, giving up 4.89 runs per game. And for the Mets, they're averaging 4.6 runs a game. That number is slowly starting to tick up right now. 249 average, 83 home runs. They've been clobbering home runs the last 2 weeks. 54 steals, giving up 2.85 runs per game. If you're wondering, that is the number 1 overall team ERA in baseball, the number 1 starting rotation, as well as the number 1 bullpen. This team can pitch. Right now, looking at our pitching, Mackenzie Gore, the Nationals' best pitcher right now. They have an awful pitching staff, but it's not his problem. 3-5 record, a 2.87 ERA, 75.1 innings, 108 strikeouts. The guy's on pace for 300 strikeouts right now. The Mets have Griffin Canning going. What a start to the season for him. He's coming off of that great performance versus the Dodgers. 6-2 record, 2.9 ERA, 59 innings, 57 strikeouts, only 6 home runs in 11 games. This is one of those games, I've been hot on the Mets. I really haven't gotten any of the Mets picks wrong. I'm going to go a little bit out on a ledge here. Completely call me crazy. I understand. I have the Nationals winning this one, going with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the over. And then at 7:40 p.m., another really tough one. We have the 27-37 Atlanta Braves. What happened to the Braves the last 3 weeks? They were 7 games under 500, fought their way all the way back, got to 500, got over 500. And then the last 2 to 3 weeks, they've completely nosedived. The bullpen has completely fallen apart. They have their best hitter back. They have Acuna back. They have Strider back. They need to win this series. They need some momentum. They're facing off first the 35-31 Milwaukee Brewers. And unfortunately for the Braves, the Brewers are very hot right now. Right now, the Brewers a 49% chance to win this game. The Braves a 51% chance. Atlanta, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Braves are minus 120. The Brewers are even right now. The Braves with that offense are averaging 4 runs a game. 242 average, 68 home runs, 36 steals, giving up 3.79 runs per game. Pitching hasn't been a problem outside of the bullpen completely blowing a bunch of saves. But Milwaukee, they are hot with their pitching staff. They're hot with their lineup right now. They're averaging 4.4 runs a game, 237 average, 59 home runs, 85 steals. That's top 7 in baseball. Extremely aggressive, getting runners in scoring position, and they're giving up 3.82 runs per game. But this game's going to come down to the pitching, and it's a good, solid matchup. You have Grant Holmes going for the Braves, 3-4 record, career 3.99 ERA. So far this season, 3.99 ERA. So right along with his career average. 67.2 innings, 68 strikeouts, 29 walks. That is a lot of walk, putting a lot of guys on base here. I don't like that number. But the same thing is for Quinn Priester right now. 3-2 record, a 3.88 ERA, 55.2 innings, 36 strikeouts, 26 walks in 55 innings, but only 6 home runs so far in 11 games. You can't complain about that. I can make a very strong case here for the Brewers to win this one at home. But I'm going to go with the Braves. I'm going to go with the Braves. Yeah, you need to win this game, but I'm going to go with a 1-run win. Braves win it, but I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over, maybe like a 5-4 game. Very close game. And on TBS, we're going to have our next matchup at 7:40 p.m. This is going to be, this might be the best pitching matchup of the day overall. We're going to have the 39-25 New York Yankees, first place in the AL East versus the 34-32 Kansas City Royals, fourth place in the AL Central. That division is so deep, but Royals are 2 games over 500, and they're fourth place in their own division with one of the worst offenses in baseball, but it's just a testament to how good their pitching's been. Right now, the Yankees a 66.5% chance to win this game, the Royals a 33.5%. New York, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Yankees are minus 200. The Royals are plus 165, but you got to give the Royals some respect here. Their pitching can make this game very competitive. Right now, the Yankees, one of the best offenses in baseball. 5.5 runs a game, 259 average, 105 home runs. They've been swapping with the Dodgers for first place. They have 48 steals, giving up 3.78 runs per game, and that's without their ace, Garrett Cole. Still, one of the better starting rotations in baseball. And for the Royals, only 3.4 runs a game. They've really been lacking in the power department, generating home runs. They're hitting 253, 44 home runs, 53 steals, giving up 3.31 runs per game. Elite pitching. Right now, the Royals, Noah Cameron might be the only guy in the AL with better numbers than Max Fried. 2-1 record, a 0.85 ERA. That's right, 0.85. 31.2 innings, 19 strikeouts, only 2 home runs right now in 6 games. Max Fried going forward with the Yankees. This guy might be the AL Cy Young frontrunner right now. 8-1 record. They've only lost 1 game he's pitched in this season. 1.78 ERA, 81 innings, 75 strikeouts, only 5 home runs in 13 games. Give me the Yankees to win this game to cover the spread, but I'll go with the under here. And it's 7:40 p.m. We have the 31-35 Texas Rangers, third place in the AL West. The Rangers got to get things back on track. They have one of the better offensive lineups in baseball. The bats have been cold this entire season. Corey Seager's back. You got to get some momentum. You got to hit some long balls. You got to generate some runs for your pitching because they have elite top 3 overall pitching in baseball. They'll be facing the 35-30 Minnesota Twins. One of the hotter teams right now. They are starting to hit, pitching well. Right now, the Twins have a 59% chance to win this game. The Rangers a 41% chance. And right now, the Twins come in here as the Vegas favorites. 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Right now, Texas, they are plus 102. Minnesota is minus 120. You have to respect the Twins and what the Twins bring to the table. Very balanced team. If the Rangers can ever score some runs, they would be a real playoff contender. Right now, the Rangers are only averaging 3.3 runs a game. That's bottom 5 in baseball. Not acceptable with this lineup. 221 average, 66 home runs, 58 steals. They're only giving up 3.11 runs per game. That is top 3 in baseball. Minnesota, they're averaging 4.2 runs a game, 242 average, 67 home runs, 33 steals, giving up 3.51 runs per game. That's why they're the favorite here. But we don't know who's going to be on the mound for the Twins. As of me making this video, they have not announced a starter. It could turn into a potential bullpen game. I hate going into games blind, not knowing all of the variables. Going for the Rangers, Tyler Mahle right now, 5-3 record, career 4.01 ERA so far this season, 2.02. That goes right along with the Rangers' elite starting pitching. 71.1 innings, 53 strikeouts, only 3 home runs in 12 games. This guy is not giving up home runs at all, having a great season, but I don't know who's going for the Twins. I hate that. Give me the Rangers to pull off the upset here. Going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going with the under. And this next one's going to be a good matchup at 7:45 p.m. We have the 35-30 Toronto Blue Jays. I was really hard on the Blue Jays the whole month of April, first half of the month of May, because the bats were not hitting. They have a really good lineup. Springer, Kirk, Bichette, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Santander, they weren't hitting home runs. That has changed the last 3 or 4 weeks. They have been hot on the offensive side. Pitching's got to do a little better, but you can't knock them. They're starting to get guys home, but they're going up against the 36-29 St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals, pretty good offense, pretty good pitching, well-rounded team. Right now, St. Louis a 55.7% chance to win this game. Toronto a 44.3%, but the Blue Jays are the Vegas favorites. 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Toronto, they're minus 125. St. Louis is plus 105. The Blue Jays offense are averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 252, 65 home runs. That number used to be a lot lower. It's really starting to tick up. 37 steals, giving up 4.02 runs per game. St. Louis has the edge on offense, and they have the edge pitching-wise. They're averaging 4.6 runs a game, hitting 258, 58 home runs, 37 steals, giving up 3.87 runs per game. And that's where this game is going to be decided, is on the mound. You have Chris Bassett, one of the most consistent pitchers in baseball, week in, week out. For his career, 3.59 ERA. So far this season, 3.56. So pretty much right where he usually falls. 6-3 record, a 73.1 innings, 75 strikeouts, only 9 home runs in 12 games. Then you have Miles Mikolas going right now for the Cardinals. 4-2 record, 3.96 ERA, 61.1 innings, 36 strikeouts, only 4 home runs in 12 games. Both of these guys having really good seasons so far. Again, it's going to be a good matchup, going to be a competitive matchup, but I'm going to go with Bassett. I'm going to go with the Blue Jays pulling off the close win here. I have them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the under in this game. And then at 8:10 p.m., the 22-44 Chicago White Sox. Don't underestimate them. I know they don't have the best record. They lost 121 games last season, but this is actually a very scrappy team, very competitive team. Not the worst, obviously not the worst, but you got to keep your eye on them. Sometimes they pull off an upset. They'll be facing off first the 36-29 Houston Astros. Not the best month of April. This team really caught on the month of May, fought their way back to 500, fought their way over 500. Now they are first place in the AL West. Props to them. Veteran, experienced team. And for the last decade, what is one thing the Astros have been capable of doing? Having great pitching week in, week out, and they continue to do so. Right now, the Astros 58.9% chance to win this game. The White Sox a 41.1% chance. Houston 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. The Astros are minus 190. The White Sox are plus 160. Pretty heavy numbers there. Keep your eye on the White Sox here. The White Sox are averaging 3.5 runs a game. 223 average, 52 home runs, 47 steals, giving up 4.12 runs per game. A lot of pressure on the pitching staff to keep the score low so that the team has a shot to win. And right now, the Astros are averaging 4 runs a game, hitting 250. 65 home runs, 38 steals, giving up 3.52 runs per game. It is the pitching that separates the Astros from the crowd. With Alvarez, he could be that spark on offense to really get this team going. Looking at our pitching, you have Shane Smith. This guy's rookie season for the White Sox has been amazing. 2-3 record, 2.45 ERA, 2.73 on the road, 62.1 innings, 60 strikeouts, only 4 home runs in 12 games. Lance McCullers Jr., his last 3 or 4 starts, he's starting to get things back on track. Career 3.53 ERA. So far this season, 1-1 record, 4.44, but he's getting better every week. 24.1 innings, 33 strikeouts. That's what I want to see. He's the veteran guy. He's starting to get that momentum, starting to get hot. Give me the Astros to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over here. And then at 8:40 p.m., the 38-28 San Francisco Giants, third place in the NL West. That division is so deep. Versus the 12-53 Colorado Rockies, the worst team in baseball. Quite possibly, they might be one of the historically worst teams. They might lose 135 games this season. Right now, the Rockies a 37.5% chance to win this game. The Giants a 62.5%. Right now, the Giants 2.5 run favorites. That's a massive spread there. The over-under here is 11.5. That is a huge over-under. You have the Rockies here. They are plus 2.5. One thing with the Giants, they are minus 225. The Rockies are plus 185, but you got to remember, those are some massive numbers. Sometimes it's setting up for the upset, not saying that it's going to happen because the Rockies offense is dead last in baseball. They're averaging 3.1 runs a game, 219 average. That's the worst. 55 home runs, 30 steals, giving up 5.53 runs per game. They don't have good starting pitching. They don't have a good bullpen either. With San Francisco, this is not a bad team. This is a playoff potentially caliber team, 4.1 runs a game. 229 average, 61 home runs, 41 steals, but it's the pitching, which is number 2 in baseball. Only the Mets are better than them. They're only giving up 3.04 runs per game. That is less than the Rockies score as a team. Right now, you have Kyle Harrison going for the Giants, 1-1 record, 4.34 ERA, 18.2 innings, 19 strikeouts, 2 home runs given up, but very small sample size. Carson Palmquist going for the Rockies. He's just getting shelled. Small sample size, but every time he gets rolled out, he gives up a lot of runs. 0-4 record, 8.5 ERA, 18 innings, 23 hits, 14 strikeouts, 10 walks, 4 home runs. He's getting shelled. The Giants don't have a great offense, but it's good enough to get the win here. Give me the Giants to win this one. I have them covering the spread, but I'm going to go with the under here. I hate massive over-unders. And at 9:38 p.m., we have the 26-41 Athletics on the road here at 9:38 versus the 30-34 Angels. Right now, the Angels 59.6% chance to win this game. The A's a 40.4% chance to win. The Angels come in here 1.5 run favorites at home, 8.5 over under. The Athletics, they are plus 146. The Angels are minus 174. But let's make this very clear here. This game has the possibility of being a home run derby, home run barrage game. One thing both of these teams do is they both hit a lot of home runs and they both give up a lot of runs as well. Right now, the Athletics, they're averaging 4.3 runs a game. 257 average, that's not bad. 80 home runs, that's top 10 in baseball. 37 steals, getting up 5.68 runs per game. I'm pretty sure that's the dead last, the worst pitching staff in baseball. The Angels are better, but they're not really that much better. They are averaging 4.2 runs a game, 225 average, 93 home runs. That is top 5 in baseball. 28 steals. They give up 4.85 runs per game. That's why there's the possibility here that this could be a very high-scoring home run bonanza going on right now. You have Mitch Spence going for the Athletics, 2-1 record, 4.09 ERA, much better than the team average. 44 innings, 41 strikeouts, only 5 home runs so far. That's not a bad number considering the fact that they do hit a lot of home runs. And then you have for the Angels, Jose Soriano going. They have a bad pitching staff. It's not his fault. 4-5 record, a 4.11 ERA, 72.1 innings, 52 strikeouts, only 3 home runs in 12 games. That's what I want to see here, playing a team that hits a lot of long balls. Give me the Angels to win this one, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. In our second to last game at 9:40 p.m., the 33-31 Seattle Mariners. This team used to be well above 500. Things have kind of gotten a lot closer right now. They'll be playing the 31-34 Arizona Diamondbacks. One thing the Diamondbacks do, they score a buttload of runs. They hit a lot of home runs. They got a lot of guys on base. The Diamondbacks, 47% chance to win this game. The Mariners, a 53% chance. Seattle right now, 1.5 run favorites on the road. 8.5 over under Seattle. They're -115. Arizona is -105. Both of these teams have a real shot to win this game. This is one of those games, flip a coin. This one could honestly go either way. Right now, the Mariners very capable on offense, 4.4 runs a game, 239 average, 83 home runs, 63 steals, giving up 3.91 runs per game. But Arizona, they can score with anyone in baseball right now. 5 runs a game, 252 average, 91 home runs. That's top 5 in baseball. 51 steals, but they do give up 4.86 runs per game. But Arizona, very difficult place to play for the road team. But thankfully for Seattle, they have Brian Wu going. Career 3.3 ERA. This guy is on point every single week. 5-3 record, 3.07 ERA, 76.1 innings, 69 strikeouts, only 11 walks in 13 games. That's less than a walk per game. You can't complain about that control. Brandon Pfaadt going right now for the Diamondbacks. He gives up a lot of runs, but he keeps winning because they score enough in his starts. 7-4 record, 5.51 ERA, 65.1 innings, 51 strikeouts. My brain tells me Seattle's going to win, but for some reason, there's something in my gut saying the Diamondbacks are going to pull off the upset. They're going to beat up the Mariners bullpen. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks winning this one, going with the +1.5, and I'll go with the over. And this next one's going to be one of the best games of the day, a really fun to watch. It's our final game at 9:40 p.m., a West Coast versus West Coast matchup. The 39-27 Los Angeles Dodgers, first place in the NL West versus the 37-27 San Diego Padres. The battle for the NL West is happening in this series. Both of these teams, playoff-worthy, playoff-caliber teams. Right now, the Dodgers, 15 pitchers on the DL. They continue to find ways to win, the best top-to-bottom roster in baseball. But the injury bug has been hampering the pitching, but they do score a lot of runs. They continue to find ways to win. Padres, they got to get Fernando Tatis Jr. back on track. 259 average. He has a lot of promise here. Machado continues to hit. They need to get Tatis going because they have really good pitching. Right now, the Dodgers, 54.6% chance to win this game. The Padres, a 45.4% chance to win. LA, 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. The Dodgers are -110. The Padres are -110. This is a very, very close game. Either one of these teams can walk away with this one. The Dodgers have a really good offense. Shohei, 23 home runs. Freddie Freeman hitting .345. They're averaging 5.6 runs a game. It's top 5 in baseball. 266 average, 102 home runs. They keep flip-flopping with the Yankees for first place. 42 steals, getting a 4.11 runs per game, which isn't bad considering the fact that they have 15 pitchers on the DL. It's pretty good. The Padres right now, the offense has been struggling the last 2 to 3 weeks. They got to get it back on track. 4 runs a game, 246 average, 56 home runs, 49 steals, give up 3.42 runs per game. They have a good starting pitching rotation. They have a very good bullpen. What really sucks this game is we do not have a starter announced for the Dodgers. Is it going to be the bullpen? A bullpen's a little depleted right now. Who's going to be on the mound for the Dodgers? I hate not knowing the variables. For the Padres, Dylan Cease. Not the best start of his career this season, but 4 straight 200 strikeout seasons for his career, about a 3.8 ERA. So far this season, way above that. 1-5 record, 4.72 ERA. He would love nothing more than to get back on track here versus the Dodgers. 68.2 innings, 85 strikeouts. He's striking out a lot of guys, but he's putting guys on base. He's giving up runs. But who's going to be on the mound for the Dodgers? And will they be giving up runs? We don't know as of right now. I'm going Padres winning this game. Going at the +1.5. I'm going to go low scoring game. I'm going to go with the under. Guys, that's our predictions. That's our best bets for all of our baseball games coming up for Tuesday, June 10th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments. I will respond to every single one of them. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look at the pinned comment down below. Click on that. Sign up there. I would appreciate that. And as always, thank you for watching.